Good morning. I see some people already joining. Good morning to Pancakes and Praise. I'm live here from Church Kalkshuna in Berlin. And it's really awesome to have some people already online. I see there's 4 people connected. I see people coming in now. Good morning. Welcome to church. I hope everyone's doing well this morning and that you've had a fantastic weekend so far and ready for a fantastic church service ahead. We are busy setting up here in church at the moment. The whole team is busy. Some guys still getting the sound ready and some people still in the tech side, but it's really well set up. I'm going to show you quite quickly what it looks like this morning so long. So there you can see the church at the back there. Obviously social distancing is still a reality and we're making sure that it's kept nice and spaced. But yeah, I will be leading the Pancakes and Praise this morning and welcome everyone to the online service. It's really, really great to have you all here, and it's really fantastic to know that we can come together as a church, as fellow believers, and to connect, whether we're doing it from abroad or from outside the church, or whether you've been on the sign-up list and been able to come to the church itself. It's really fantastic to come together as fellow believers and for us to praise and worship and devote our lives to the Lord. And I was just curious to know this morning where you guys are contacting from or connecting from. Obviously, not all of us can be at church, so do drop a message there in the message box to indicate where you are connecting from, what part of the world, what part of Germany. Of course, here in Berlin, we have the church, and it's such a beautiful day this morning. I actually had this fantastic walk from home just next to the Spree River on my way to church, and it's a typical beautiful autumn morning, blue skies. You can see the trees changing a little bit as the seasons progress, and it's such an awesome day. So do drop there in the message box where you're from, where you're connecting from, and another thing I was thinking about is what are you happy for this morning? Like, what do you feel blessed about? What are you thankful for? When I was walking as well, I just realized like it's so incredible to look at the season change and how God has really orchestrated in such an incredible manner that we can go from obviously summer into an autumn period into winter, and it doesn't just happen like this, it happens so gradually. It's so nice to see the trees changing colors slowly, leaves falling a bit more. I'm not the biggest fan of winter. I actually have too much of a South African blood inside of me with this dark Berlin winters that we see. But I have to say I'm quite excited to see the season change after a wonderful summer. So yeah, do send also in the message box there what you are thankful for. I see some people joining now. Tejas-san, Rob on there, we have Prince. Morning Prince, welcome to church. So yeah, let me know where you're connecting from. Send it in the message box. Let me know what you're thankful for this morning. It would be really great to know where you guys are from. I'm going to pull in someone here, just for someone to say good morning quickly.
What?
Yeah, Rob.
Hey everyone.
Working hard. Rob,
hey guys. What's up? Are we on? It's on.
We're on.
You guys are watching online.
I hope so. I've been speaking for ages.
You see these flags back here? Look at this. Look at how first of all the ambiance of the live shooting up like this, right? With me and David, it just makes us. I feel so international, so cultured right now, just being here. And can you even hear me right now? Is the mic good?
Everyone can hear fine?
Prince, this guy.
No background noise.
We've been talking.
Connecting from South Africa. That's
Africa.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Where in South Africa from, Prince? Or where are you connecting from in South Africa? I'm very jealous. I actually had a trip planned in October. Actually, no, I didn't have a trip planned in October. I had a trip planned in March this year without knowing, because when I moved from New York, I bought a return ticket in October last year, and the furthest length I was able to put the return flight back was in March, and I completely forgot about it. And as we went into home office due to Corona, the one morning, on a Sunday morning, I get this message to say that my flight is ready for check-in. And I thought, I don't have a flight anywhere. And eventually realized I have a flight to South Africa to go back. And I completely forgot about it. So I obviously had to postpone it because Corona was just happening. And I postponed it for October this year. So I'm still very curious to see if I'm going to be able to go to South Africa in October to see my family after a year. But really, really cool that you're connecting from South Africa. Do let me know where in South Africa you are. And everyone else, please also let me know where you're connecting from.
This guy is interested in serving. He seriously is interested in serving and doing videography stuff while in South Africa. He's not even here in Berlin. And he's like, how can I serve the church?
That is insane. That's very cool, Prince.
I think it's amazing. So I'm going to talk to you, Prince.
Prince, Rob is on your back. He needs to source you. He needs your expertise and your skills.
Yes,
You have
believe me.
Midrand, Johannesburg. That's fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you're enjoying this season changing to summer. Obviously, it's a bit opposite here. I was also wondering how you guys are feeling about the season changes. Like, excited for winter, sad that the summer's leaving. How do you feel about moving into a bit more of a dark and a cold Berlin winter? I must say the one thing that's nice about winter at least is the glue wine. One can go out to these Christmas markets, dress a bit warmly. Actually, I felt less cold in Berlin than I did in South Africa because we don't live like people that live in a winter country. We don't have the same heating and stuff in our houses. So I must say it's quite nice, at least in a place like Berlin where everything's heated inside, you wear thick jackets and you can really enjoy the cold.
I have to say, we went out yesterday to Potsdam. It was like a beautiful summer day. The sun was glistening off the water. There were boats out, people laying in swimwears and going into them. It was amazing. It was incredible. We were in Berg. Something. It was like an island, Babelsberg, I think it was called. Has a little castle on it, Schloss. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's just amazing.
I think this whole week coming up is actually going to be a fantastic week. Tomorrow's 28. I think then Tuesday is around 26.
Summer's creeping back in.
It's creeping back in, but we know it can change quickly, so let's enjoy it while we can. I see there, Jessica. Welcome to church. Good morning. Good morning to everyone connecting. Thanks, Rob.
Family.
Rob needs to go do his duties, but it's nice to have you online. Thanks, Robert.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Hey.
Yeah, guys, welcome to church this morning. For those new joiners who just connected, I'm standing here at Kokschen in Berlin. We're doing the live streaming from here. I'll show you quickly now. Some people are coming into church at the moment. It's quite a organized event because obviously there are many rules and regulations that we need to now follow with the COVID. Chairs are all nicely spaced, wearing face masks if you come in. If you're singing, also have to wear a face mask. However, when we don't sing, when we sit down, then you can take the face mask off. Obviously, a lot of sanitizers, a lot of signs. We have a guest list that's particular to the people, of course, that booked. So if you are interested in joining online or church in person here, do make sure you go online and book yourself a spot for church. I think there's a total of 75 places, so usually it's about 25 volunteers and then 50 people that can come to the service itself. But it's really awesome. It's fantastic to obviously see people in face-to-face and in person, and to be able to connect there a little bit. So if you do feel like coming to church, just check online, and then you will see places to book. However, for those who can't come into the church, of course, fantastic to have everyone online and to be able to connect with each other and praise the Lord in a way that really just shows our heart and our love to Him. Welcome to church this morning. I was asking a bit earlier, do let me know where you are contacting from. We have a gentleman from South Africa in Johannesburg, Prince, and then we have the Colton Burson family that's joined us now. Jessica and them, really, really awesome to have you guys online connecting. I was just before I get into what we're going to speak about a little bit this morning, Rick Warren, I wanted to say this morning when I was walking from home to church and seeing the season change, I got that feeling of winter inside my stomach. And I typically associated with back in South Africa when I was a student, and I had to do two things in winter. I had to write big exams, my engineering exams, and I used to play rugby, and we always had our most important rugby matches, the finals and stuff in winter. So winter always brings a little bit of a underlying stressed feeling in my stomach because I know there's some form of a test. And it was actually ironic when I got to the church, then I realized that this morning's sermon is about a faith that passes the test of life. And I think the one thing we can probably all agree on is that there are many tests in life. We often get tested. It could be problems at home, it could be tested at work, it could be tested in our personal life, it could be tested with other people. So I was wondering a little bit if you want to share what has been a test in your life the last little while, just maybe something to comment on. And I'm also curious how people deal with their tests. So maybe just drop there as well Like, what is your typical response to tests? I hear the music is picking up a bit, so do let me know if the background noise is too much. Then I'll just move somewhere else in order to connect with you. Church is backing up a bit. I'm going to show you. Yeah, there we go. You can see the people coming in, wearing the face masks. There you can see Rob on the stage there. Everyone's getting ready. A little bit different. We now have the message notes and stuff in packets on the chairs, of course, so that there's not a lot of interaction and handing over. Also, not doing the cookies in front anymore, as that would be a violation of the health rules at this stage. But everyone gets like a nice little cookie in their bag just to start the day on a good note and have something sweet before we start the service. I'm just gonna maybe put the mic a little bit closer. I don't know if the sound is still doing fine. But yeah, so let me know where you're messaging from. I see we have a few extra people that have joined the call. Good morning. Welcome to church. Really, really awesome to have you guys here. Jonathan, good morning. Nice to see you guys. We are going to be kicking into the service quite soon. I thought of maybe just reading a quick little verse from the service this morning. It's something from James, which I really thought is actually fantastic because it reveals that when we get tested, obviously our true colors come out and it shows what's inside of us. So the actual sermon or the actual verse reads, "When tests and challenges come at you from all sides, know that under pressure your faith life is forced into the open and shows its true colors." I think it's easy to have a certain lifestyle or act in a certain way when you're not tested, but they say that character is shown when character is tested, of course. And I think the big thing is that we are already so filled with God and God's goodness and God's grace, and we have all our trust and our faith in Him, so that when tests do come into our lives, which it will, then we have the ability to really act in a way that is honorable to Him, act in a way, of course, that's good to us, to make sound decisions, to not be irrational about what we do, and really focus on the Lord in times. We're going to speak a little bit about the plagues that we see in the Bible that the Egyptians and stuff was obviously exposed to. And I think often in our lives we get these different waves of plagues. And these plagues have such an impact on how we act, how we live, what we do, that if you put anything under pressure, you eventually find out what's inside of it. So it's going to be really awesome to listen to Rick this morning to hear how do we deal with these tests that we have in our life. Corona itself, of course, is one of the biggest tests that we were exposed to. And I think it's incredible how one learns to adjust and adapt. But you can deal so much easier with life if you, from the start, have the right focus and that being in God, and making sure that you can just stronghold in your faith in Him. So we have about a minute or two left. Just want to see still some 12 people online here. Really cool to have you guys here. Welcome to church. We can't see you in person, but fantastic to have you online. I was also thinking, the one thing I love about Saddleback is the diversity, and you can obviously see by the flags all around it. There's the South African flag, put it behind me specifically for this occasion. But so awesome to see all the flags at the back representing the different nations within this congregation, the all-nation congregation. And it's so awesome to have this diversity, to have loving people from all ages, from all walks of life, from all cultures, from all races. It really is something that makes Saddleback a really special church. And I think even in times of tests, it's great that we as people can come together. Someone once told me that more than anything else, God uses people to heal people. So when we experience these tests and difficult trials, it's wonderful to come together as fellow believers, to support each other, to care for each other, to have faith together, to pray together. So it's really awesome to be in a church like that where we have the support structure and where we know that God is always with us. So with about a minute left, if there's any shout out, send a message, let me know where you're calling from, where you're connecting from. Enjoy the service, listen to Rick, then we'll chat to you guys a little bit later. Have an absolutely fantastic service. Have a beautiful Sunday and a really good week ahead. I hope whatever you learned this morning you can apply and in the week that lies ahead. That no trial or tribulation can overcome you, but like it says in Psalm 23, as we walk through this valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil because the Lord is always with us. And He puts us down next to green pastures. makes us rest next to quiet waters, but we need to be focused on it. I have no idea if it's too loud. I've asked, but I think it's fine.
This is what I always forget. I didn't forget to do. No one just gives me. It doesn't say it's wrong.
But it continues.